Yeah, thank all of you for being here. This is our first time to participate in this conference. Maybe we'll pull this audio out if it does that again. Yeah. So, welcome you all, and we'll go ahead and get started. So, there. So, my name is Jesse, and this is David. And yeah, hello. We've talked to some of you already. But again, thank you for joining us. So we teach at a junior high school, and between the two of us, we have about 40 years of teaching experience. And I started a company, dispatch company. We send teachers to private schools. And together with David, he's brought a lot of really innovative teaching methods and techniques that have been used by our ALTs, and they've helped solve a lot of our problems. And very thankful to him. We're both passionate about improving the learning experience for our students and spreading smiles. Got that in there. I knew I wouldn't forget. So anyways, our goal is to help the teachers increase speaking time in the classroom. And if you look, let's see if I can get this to work. Yeah, so increasing speaking time for junior high school students, as they just mentioned, that can be an age group that is often difficult to get speaking. So today we're going to cover 8 points that can help solve this problem, and it can help you improve your classroom atmosphere. And even if you don't teach juniors, you can apply these principles to different levels as well. And we hope you will be able to implement them into your class. We're going to demonstrate most of them on our system, which is called Games for Talking. But the strategies themselves, they can be applied to whatever style you use. So if you use textbooks or make your own materials, you can also implement these principles as well. So before we dive too deep, let's talk quickly about some of the problems with junior high school students. Did anyone teach junior high? Okay. Maybe everybody. Yeah, a lot of you. That's why you're here, right? That's good. What are some of the issues you might face? Yeah. Right, they're doing the club activities in the mornings and just gotcha. Anyway, so yeah. Gotcha. Right. Their peers are looking at them. They don't want to make a mistake. Perfect. Yeah. That's the number. Yeah. So you all have basically hit exactly what we've noticed too, right? Unmotivated, often poor test results because they don't, pay attention. They don't participate. They have a lack of focus, and it's that age, right? We've all been there. Some of it's biological, right? They're at that age, but we truly believe that to get over these frustrations and challenges, if you introduce these strategies, it can help you overcome that, and you can have positive, successful classes with your junior students. So we're going to dive right into these 8 strategies, and the first one is titled Link the Grammar. And what exactly does that mean? I'm going to let David elaborate a little bit on that.
Yeah. So, hey everybody, my name's David. I started my teaching career in Kiowas before transitioning to junior high school. So got a bit of experience on both. And at both places, I noticed that the English that we practiced with the students didn't align with the grammar that they were learning in the grammar classes. And that didn't align with the grammar points that they were learning with the Japanese teachers. I started creating lessons designed to bridge the gap between the grammar and the speaking. And these lessons initially started on paper and have since evolved into digital, just to really motivate the students. And let me show you here what I created. It's called Games for Talking, gamesfortalking.com. And on here we've got 1, 2, and 3 levels, really junior 1, 2, and 3, but maybe your elementary kids are already there, so we took the J off, so you can use it for elementary kids as well. On each level, this is all the grammar points in the tests that they have, all in order. So starting with the ABC bingos, all the way through to and grade 3, got directions, etc. There. And there is over 90 lessons divided into 3 levels. Each lesson focuses on a different grammar point. So how long have you, etc. By connecting the lessons with the grammar that students are learning in their classes, you can help them build confidence and reinforce the language concepts. I always see the light go on when a student realizes that he or she is now putting into practice something that they learned the week before in their grammar class. So we're giving them the tools to be able to use it and speak.
I want to show you this real quick. Yeah. So this is the grammar list. All of the lessons that you just saw, they're coordinated with the Monbu Kogaku. So in Japanese Department of Education's Japanese grammar, they're prescribed for juniors. So we make sure that we're teaching and reinforcing what has already been taught by the Japanese teachers the week before or the lesson before. It really helps them build confidence because now they're putting into practice the language that they just learned. So that first point, link the grammar. If you can find out what they're learning in their Japanese classes and get them to practice and build on that, they're going to be more confident and more likely to feel success in your classes. The second point I'm going to talk about is called whole language approach. And I think we all know what this means, right? So speaking, reading, writing, listening, all of the language skills. So whole language approach, we want to integrate all of the language skills together into our lessons. We teach in a holistic way where we incorporate all of these. And we do this because research has shown that when students learn, or when we learn with a holistic approach, we retain the language and the things we learn better. And that's how we learn more effectively. So combining all the language skills into your lessons. And I'll show you how we do this in just a minute. But I want to introduce the second point, which is peer-based learning. This also, I think, we can understand just from the title, but peer-based learning is when students learn from each other. And it's very common. We have this problem a lot, right? We get a teacher up in front of the classroom speaking for 50 minutes and the bell rang and half the students or most of the students in the class haven't even spoken one word. They're just quiet and they're listening to that lecture. But if we can use peer-based learning where students teach each other, we can maximize the time and we can integrate this approach into the lesson. I'll show you an example of how we do that with one of our games. So looking at those first 2 points, so whole language approach and peer-based learning, this is one of our lessons, and we'll show you those elements. David.
So when the students come into our classroom, we've already got this up on the board, and they have their iPads, and we'll be using this lesson. Straight away, they're motivated and they're smiling and happy because they're about to see what you're intrigued to see what we're going to learn here. Then on this one, the students on this one are going to just do a simple kind of board game here. They're going to maybe work together here, and I will roll my dice. I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will reveal by touching on the stone here a question. So we've given the question to them, but in red, we want them to challenge and to maybe change and use their English that they know. If they don't feel confident, they can just use the question. So maybe Jesse, what are you going to do after this presentation?
I'm going to watch the football game.
Okay, and Jesse on his iPad, he will roll the dice and he will move to number 4 here. He can use the same one. And I'll show you just for example, maybe there's another one. Here, Jesse, question for me.
What must you do in Japan?
In Japan, you must say itadakimasu before you eat food. Okay? So you're going to use the language that you know in the questions. And here, the students will ask lots of questions that we've made for them, all from the grammar books of their year. And then they get to finish, and the kids really dig getting their treasure, and playing again. And we get them to be in pairs, and maybe after like 3-4 minutes, we get to change and go to the next student. So they're all learning from each other, using new language. And
yeah, so the teachers just introduced it, and then you have the students working together.
Yeah.
And then if you go further and touch the next page
here, so here on each of our games, we give them a chance to put their own original idea from the language they've just learned. So maybe I'm going to write a question here. Maybe, do you like sailing? Now I can use the pen tool in the corner, or I can use this typing. So they're using computer learning skills as well. And here I can use my pen tool and show you guys my really bad art here. And I can draw a picture. Okay. So now all the students have made their original idea. Now we're going to get them back into kind of typing as Zushi style, and they're going to ask questions again. Hey, Jesse, do you like sailing?
What's sailing?
So I can show my iPad to him now, and now he can learn what sailing is. Now they're all learning off each other. They're using their brains as dictionaries for each other. We really found this helps, motivates them, peer-based learning.
Yeah, it's like they're making their own flashcards for each other. And so instead of the teacher up here trying to interact with every single student, all the students are interacting with each other,
policing each other and helping.
Yeah. So both of those points, and you saw with the whole language approach, in this lesson there's speaking, there's listening, you have to hear, you have to write, and you have to read the question. So we're using all elements of language in the lesson. Next point I'll talk about is stretch questions. So stretch questions are essentially, they're like open-ended questions, right? They put more emphasis on communication and less on accuracy. And I'll give you an example of a closed question. And maybe you've experienced this, right? You're in your class and you give a topic of food and just tell the students to talk, or you try to talk to the students about food. And I'll demonstrate this with David. So, David, do you like rice? Yes. Oh, can you make rice? Yes. Did you eat rice today? No. Will you eat rice tomorrow? No. Okay, so you can see only one student or the teacher I'm really making up and coming up with questions, whereas David's just saying the minimal amount. He's giving the least effort, just yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I think we've all experienced this. But if we use stretch type of questions, we can expand and require expansiveness within the conversations. And we'll show you an example of how we do this. And it's very easy. You don't have to have a computer or the tech to do this. You can just simply draw the 5W1H up on your board, and you can use a timer. And we do this with not real microphones, but
So I'll show you this activity, and straight to it is really, I get all the students to read and repeat all the WH words here and the how word, and then I tell them each to get a pen or a pencil or just anything. So maybe Jesse, you can have a pet bottle.
Okay,
There you go, and I've got the eraser.
Microphones.
And these are your microphones. I then tell the students, everybody, Jankin winner will give the questions first. And you put your microphones down. Okay, here you go, Jesse. I'll give you a chair. Okay.
My desk.
And this gamification really motivates them to play the game. And the topic I give them is the same, food. So here, example, Jesse, what is your favorite food? Pen down, safe.
I like pizza.
Where do you buy pizza from?
Go to the restaurant or sometimes Costco.
How much is a Costco pizza?
It's 350 yen.
Who do you eat pizza with?
I usually...
Beep, 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 beep. So there will be a timer here, and the teacher will do a random timer. If you're holding the microphone, all students holding microphone, 0 points. The students not holding microphone, I put my microphone down, gets 1 point. This simple gamification on just this exercise you literally we have 40 kids are going crazy. And then we get them to change position and next student again. And actually on this one, we usually just get them to swap around. Now it's question and answer, so they both get a chance and then change position, do it one time, 2 times. It's a simple gamification on a great exercise to really get them speaking.
Yeah, maybe you'll see a couple of pictures of what this looks like in the next point as well. But I want to talk about repetition. And it sounds maybe a little bit, repetition. Well, we don't need repetition. But actually, repetition is key to learning a lot of things, including language. So we know this, right? If you're learning to play an instrument, play the piano, play the guitar, you're learning yoga or ride a bicycle, a lot of times it's simply just 1% theory and 99% practice, right? You need to get out there and do it. And the same is true with language. So we want students to repeat and practice and move their mouths. And I think this is illustrated lovely. David told me this example when he was learning Japanese.
Yeah, when I was learning Japanese, I remember when they introduced "shinekereba narimasen." It was so difficult to me saying that. I couldn't do it for maybe 20 minutes. It kept messing up. But she kept on asking me to do it. Now I can say it in front of you guys. And that's as far as my Japanese was. But anyway, but it really put into the point of, I then could flip around and understand, I'm asking children to speak English, and even the word speak, and they would sometimes say spiak, and then they would get policed by their friends, no, speak. And then slowly, all mistakes were gone. Just let them speak and put it into practice.
And we want you to actually experience this. So with the paper you have there, we're going to show you how to do a quick little game. You can play with a friend.
Yeah.
Some of you have pens.
If you have a pen, good. If you don't have a pen, you can just do imaginary. Okay, and we're going to show you this activity. So I will be the teacher. Okay, so please, students, have a look. Now, everybody, please look at your papers or iPads, and everybody read and repeat. Okay, everyone. Which do you want?
Which do you want?
Tea or coffee?
Tea or coffee?
I want tea.
I want tea.
One more. Which do you want? Tea or coffee?
Which do you want? Tea or coffee?
I want tea.
I want tea.
We've got lots of English here. Everyone repeat. Tea.
Tea.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Rice.
Rice.
Coffee. Okay, all the way through. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you get 4 points.
You get 4 points.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, so everyone, today we're going to play this game. First, you will move these random points to these squares. So if you have a pen, you can write random numbers from 1 to 8, one time only, anywhere. So David here, me, I'm going to put 3, 2, 6, 5, 4, 1, 8, 7. You can do 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5. It's okay. Random position.
And if you don't have a pen, just remember something in your head. It's okay.
Okay. Now, we will show you. So maybe a student will come to the front. Hey, hello, Jesse.
Oh, hello.
Okay. Now, Jesse, you can't see my point, so please don't look here. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
All right. Hey, Jesse. Which do you want? Tea or coffee?
I want tea.
Ooh. Which do you want? Rice or salad?
I want rice.
Ooh. Which do you want? Natto or miso soup?
I want miso soup.
Oh, you get 2 points.
Oh,
here you are, 2 points.
2 points.
And then Jesse, you will ask me.
Which do you want, tea or coffee?
I want coffee.
Which do you want, cereal or toast?
I want toast.
Which do you want, juice or sausage?
I want juice.
Juice. Oh, you get 7 points.
Oh, so on my sheet, 8 points, but on his one, 8. Okay. Yeah. So then they will change and do it again.
New partner.
Students in our classrooms do this for 20 minutes. It's hard to get them to stop. Okay, really, they're literally going from friend to friend to friend to friend. They don't like the girl they're with. It's okay. They're going to change in a minute. They're not freaked out, and they love it. There's no worries about them not speaking because the whole class, we're in Japan. They all belong together. They will do it. This motivates them to keep speaking.
Let's try it. So with the partner, person next to you. do it. Find a partner.
I say two together, two together. Maybe you and me. Two. Okay. Hey, hello,
Junkin.
You say which do you want? Yeah.
You want tea or coffee?
I want tea.
Which do you want, rice or salad?
I want salad.
Which do you want, fruit or yogurt?
I want yogurt.
Okay, you get us 1 point.
Okay, which do you want? Tea or coffee? Which do you want? Cereal or... Yeah, it's okay.
How many
toast?
I got 7, got 8.
Oh, nice job.
Which do you want?
Okay.
Juice or
Good,
sausage?
good. Yeah, then they would change to a new partner, keep rotating around.
So I want
So
juice.
you can see.
I want tea.
Okay. You get 8 points.
Okay.
Yeah, just that, like, you got 1 over on me because I got 4 and you got 8. They get so amped on, and then they go to their next round, and then
Finish. Okay.
Perfect.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's stop for time. So I think you could experience it even on a teacher level, the kind of fun and the unknowing of what number of point you're going to get.
Yeah.
That gamification element. Then, as David said, right, you change. You'd have a new partner. You change again. And if you look at the picture of our classroom here,
you can see our students are all in like a kind of Titan Zushi style. He's going to ask the 4 or 3 questions to him. He will listen 3 times, and he will then ask the 3 or 4 questions to him, and then points, and then he will change. We do it about 10 to 12 changes. So that's a total of 35 times saying the question and 35 times listening to the question. So here, that's a lot of 35s, okay?
Yeah.
We're just counting the questions out. That really drills it, but without the feeling that they're drilling. They're just enjoying it, and their brains are drilling it. Their mouths are just speaking.
And we see that, you know, the end of the class comes or the next class, whatever, you can say that, you know, oh, which do you want? The window chair or the hallway chair? And, you know, they've heard that and they've said it and they just say, I want da. Yeah, it becomes, internalized into their natural language. So that was point number 5, repetition.
Yeah.
Let's keep going and we're going to, 4. Okay. Thank you. Fred, keeping me on my toes there. Thank you. Okay. Let's look at our next point, different learning styles. And, like many of our points, it's quite self-explanatory, but I think it's worth making some mention that, you know, students do learn in different ways. And especially that junior age where they're coming into their own, they're learning what they like, what they don't like, who they are as a person. And some of them are going to learn better through movement. Some of them are going to be more auditory based, where they like the listening. Some are going to be real visual and artistic. Some of them are going to, you know, like the sensory or, you know, so different learning styles. You have to bear in mind that a book and a paper for every single lesson, it may not have the most effective outcome. And so, what we do with our games, we incorporate different types of learning styles. And this example that we'll show you here, it's a kind of a drag and drop tactile. So the student, you know, I would like all of these, you know, our students each have their own tablet. So I would have this on my tablet and David would have this on his tablet. And how would
maybe Jesse is the teacher on this one, I'll be the student.
Okay.
And Jesse has maybe made a picture already, and now he's going to introduce this.
Yeah.
And this is for there is and there are. So yeah, teacher, please.
Let's see. So there is a bed under the clock.
There is a bed under the clock.
Okay. And there are 2 cats on the bed.
There are 2 cats. Oh, bananas, no. Okay. Hey.
Listening.
There are 2 cats on the bed.
On the bed.
Okay. And the students will read and repeat with the teacher. So it's enforcing, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, and on this lesson, we actually have the textbook next to them, which shows the prepositions, the in, on, under.
Exactly.
This is just a tool to enable that book to not be boring.
Yeah.
That book's got text with no idea, but it says in, on, and now we're just using it. And then slowly the students just don't need the book, and now we use it. Yeah.
Okay. There is a banana on the gray cat.
Ooh. Okay.
And
then we would compare the, and then.
Yeah. Oh, there is a TV in the center of the room. Or center.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the idea.
Compare.
Right?
And then we hand it over
mine.
to the kids with each other again, Kaizenzushi. They give it about 1 minute of explaining and then change back the other way, compare pictures, and then they show each other where it's wrong. We literally watch them go, no, center, it's not there, it's here.
In the center,
Yeah. And they're showing because they want to get it right.
So, we would demonstrate it.
And we demonstrate it first, and
Yeah.
the students are listening and doing it themselves, just like I did. I was a student. And then after that, we slowly then hand it to them. Now it's your turn. So look at here, and please give some ideas to your friend in front of you.
Exactly.
Oh, you can do anything. Because you literally,
you
literally make your picture first.
Yeah.
And then there's a ball here. Yeah. And then, this guy, he's behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just get a kick out of this. So,
and we do have, on the teacher's guide of our product here, there is a pre-written script that we like the teachers to say to give the examples to introduce the game so that there's just no confusion. We know it works. We've done it.
We've used it so much, and literally Jesse wrote down what I was saying. You've taken that like a drama script, so you can literally be with the 20 years experience from day one coming on, and then you're showing it.
The freedom to do it.
Yeah.
You're on.
The real main thing of this really was when we did this before with paper, they would spend 1 minute drawing. And now it's just reading and listening. He would say, there is a bed in the center. I would then say, there is a bed in the center of the room. It's just all speaking focus. That's what we'll cut. All the other stuff, speak. Yeah. They can make it pre, but I can
You can do it either way.
Either way.
Yeah.
So I can literally, right now, you've got your, there is a monster in front of the flower. Because
simultaneously, and then you can just check and show it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And this is just one example of what I was saying about, different learning styles, right? This is tactile, right? They got to touch and listen and speak, but it gives a lot more of an enhanced learning than just like, not to say it's wrong or bad, but, just from reading it straight out of a textbook. Yeah. And they're much more likely to retain it with this. And that actually ties right in to personalization, which is huge. And this is, I think, again, these are all concepts I think we all know. Sometimes we just have difficult time applying it and seeing how to actually do it. So with personalization, this means that we want to take our lessons and make it into where the students can relate it to something in their own life. And when we do this, they'll retain it better and they'll internalize it. And when we do this, it lets them connect their real life experience to the language. So it's not just this unconnected textbook that has nothing to do with them. We need to allow them to make that connection. So personalization is connecting the content to their own real example in life. And the example that came to mind for us is we do debates, like a debate.
We're actually doing it at the moment.
Yeah, in the high level juniors, and and it's in a lot of textbooks, right? You'll see I think that dogs are better than cats because they are friendly. I think that cats are better than dogs. And we could just do this right out of the book or right out of our thing. But if we give and allow for personalization, maybe David, what do you?
Yeah, they really get a kick out. So we found, just by giving this, it's not so motivating for them.
To them.
So we would let them come up with their own ideas, but still using this here. So example here, when I touch this icon, I can now put my own type in here. So you can see I've written this before, but I think Pepsi is, I need to remember the English, better than. So better than. So here is better than cola. First because first it is
You can
cheaper.
you can see right away. I mean, how much more excited is a student going to be when they can do, J-pop is better than K-pop, or
Hidakaya is better than Siberia.
or 7-Eleven's better.
And they do. That's the thing. They come up with real interesting ones that they get so motivated about as well.
Personalize it to what they like, and this tool here is a great way to do that.
Yeah. This is just one page of many on the reasons debating. It's this. This is literally it.
Yeah.
And there's about 10 pages for the debate lesson.
Yeah.
And it remembers, the IP address remembers all the text as well, so they can come back to it next week. And it's like an electronic notebook that keeps each student's IP address. Will keep it.
But also, if you're at a lower level and they're not able to do their own idea, you can just use what it's in there. So it's got that flexibility.
Yeah. We're just showing you one page out of many of the debate lesson. Next positive.
Okay. Yeah. We're moving along, and I think we're doing really good on time. So we'll actually be able to show you a little video of how this works in the classroom at the end. But coming into the last point on there, positive reinforcement. And positive reinforcement essentially encourages repetition. It encourages you to repeat a behavior. And it's obviously known by the casinos, social media, a lot of marketing companies, right? They use these concepts of giving us rewards and feel-good points and bonuses to keep us repeating a behavior. And so why not? Don't fight that. Let's use it. Let's use it to motivate students to speak. And so if you can add positive reinforcement, gamification, as we talked about, just when you were an elementary school student and your student gave you this, the stickers and the points, it works. And it works with juniors as well. You might have to get a little creative in how you do it, but here's an example where...
So this is actually a junior 3. This is what we use at our junior 3s. I'm doing directions you'll use. So after you've gone and you've learnt the different directions, go straight, turn left, turn right, stop. Say this one has 4 different directions. We want them to use this English. Now we're going to show you. So here, the students will Janken winner will go first. I will be the taxi driver. I want to get some money. Jesse, on Jesse's iPad, he will be the grandma and he will give directions to me. Now, I can't see his iPad, but today we're going to share this one. So, Jesse, you will touch here and you will give me some directions.
Okay, go straight.
Go straight. Okay, go straight, go straight. Oh, 2. Oh, I get $2. Oh, I'm driving, collecting money. Okay. Touch. Okay.
Turn left.
Turn left. Turn left. Turn left. Turn left.
Yeah.
Are you policing each other, helping? 3. I get 3 points. Okay. And then again. Straight. Yeah, so go straight this way. I came from here. Go straight. Only $1. Okay. And then slowly the grandma will say, stop, stop. Oh, maybe stop. No. Okay, stop. And then we change positions. And now I am the grandma giving instructions like a real taxi situation. And he is driving on his board, starting from here, going around. Kids play, we let them play this for about 3 minutes each. Okay. And then it just, they're playing and collecting points. And then we get them to change again. And they cannot stop this again. And you're just getting them to drill what would normally be 4 boring direction grammar points, and they cannot stop it for 20 to 25 minutes. You literally like, stop, sit down. And then we ask them who got the most dollars, just for even more motivation. Everyone stand up. Who got 0, sit down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, $100, way. And they feel like a hero. Just for the simple fate fact of getting points. Okay. So just really,
Yeah, and I'll ask David's opinion on something in a minute as well. But I want to say, it's really as teachers, right? We're helping students build confidence, and positive reinforcement is a big part of that. So, they're getting the money or the points or the things, but we're walking around the room and we're saying, good job. That's great. Wow. You figured it out. You did it. You said it. And just those, verbal, affirmations, I think, especially in that junior level where they're going through that weird phase, but when they see that they can do something successful and they can get a reward for it, they feel more confident and better about English in your class. And maybe David, you're a parent. What would you maybe have some comments on that as well?
As a parent, if I walk into my child's classroom, I want to see that this concept and the strategies that we talked about today are being used. A modern approach that puts the focus on speaking and utilizes modern methods and technology. These made a huge difference in our classes. And if you incorporate these principles that we talked about today, it will put a smile on your students' faces and make them happy. So we've got gamestalking.com if you want to visit it. But like we say, just please, you can use this even with a blackboard, and using these techniques. We've got over 90 and all individual and really motivates the students there.
Yeah. And just in closing too, I want to show you, before our kind of old methods where we didn't incorporate these principles and we didn't use the tech, the teachers would be speaking for the majority of the class, maybe ask a couple students, and some students won't even speak the whole 50 minutes. It's ridiculous. Now, we've implemented these where the teacher does 10 minutes to introduce the concept in the game, and then the 45 minutes of the class are spent speaking, actually moving their mouths and internalizing and building upon the grammar that they've learned in their Japanese class that week. So it's so much more effective. We've gotten more and more contracts, and that's why we're out here to share this with others.
We were getting like the physics teachers, history teachers come in.
What are you doing? What are you guys doing?
English kids are speaking English. We're like, but that's what they're meant to be doing. And they're like, it wasn't happening before.
Totally changed.
And now they're literally coming in, and I'm usually actually at the front of the class doing a little bit of coding while they're speaking. And she's just going, I can't believe it. These are all motivated speaking English, and they're all getting good. And we've seen their results are going higher. He gets more contracts because of it. It's just all, and we want to pass this to the Eikaiwas and the schools to help everybody there.
So it's, if you do I know we're not supposed to do too much on the sales side here, but if you go to the website, there's, or email me, I got a card.
Yeah.
But it's very affordable, and, it's something, okay, you check, as always. Yeah, for up to 50 students.
I'll actually say that. If you go to the website, look at it all on the website, gamestalking.com.
Yeah.
Go to the bottom, it explains everything. Go to the bottom, there is a free sample. You put your email in the free sample forever. Yeah, you will get the first 5 lessons of Ichinensei, Ninensei, Sanensei for free forever. Please use this and spread the word.
If you need the card. Please do. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. And
yes. So let me just go to. Can you get Games Talking? Can you get the B12? Yeah. So we came in from a junior perspective, and we needed to teach them ABC all the way up to which do you want, etc., and then all the way up to debate. They are literally what our Kanto has asked us. The lessons, which has been forever, these things. You learn colors, then will, then have to, then must. And it's never changed, and it will always be like that. It's the basics of English. So we made, it's going to take you a minute. That's all right. B12. Just go to B12. And then we made, individual games for each of these grammar points. We sometimes use 2 or 3, on each one. And then, depending on what you want to do, especially from an Eikaiwa perspective, how you want to use it. Sometimes when we do experience at our schools, so when kids come along and they want to try out our school, they've gone to maybe the other school down the road, then we've got these 6 iPads there. They're trying it out. and we go through about 4 different lessons, and they're like this, you know,
Okay.
wakari yasui, they get it.
Okay.
So easy.
Okay. We got to wrap up. But the last question, and while you're doing that, I'm just going to show the video because this will
Yeah,
this
you'll
will
see
kind
it.
of show you it.
Sorry for the
okay.
bad
Yeah, go
sound
ahead.
connection.
Yeah, it's in there. We teach it. Yeah, we have. I can show you after. Yeah, so we'll come show you how to do that. Yeah. Have a game. Get a game.
Yeah, so students get the URL delivered to them. You'll explain the game. So on this one, you're going to do a Shinkei Suijaku. Read and repeat.
Yeah, here you can see.
Now we pass it to them.
See. Yeah, the junior high. Yep, that's it. You hear the voice. Okay.
That was like a Mad Libs. It creates the random, but usually, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one, it was just a Mad Lib style that it creates like I usually or often or sometimes, and then the verb here like sleep, dance, eat, and then wear in the shower, in the bathroom, etc. And they just get a kick out of it. So,
Yeah.
can be used to anybody. I use this
Thank
with
you
my
guys
son.
so much for listening to
It's perfect.
us. We appreciate it.
Thank
we got to
you.
get ready for the next person. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.